Look at that, just left Hoppy's barbershop. We're all detailed up, cleaned up. We even got the beard cleaned up. Hendrix, looking fresh. Let's see that haircut. Let's see it. Turn. Oh, styling. So here's the deal. I haven't done a mural in like a long time, maybe 10 years. So I got one booked for about a week and a half from now. We gotta go to the hardware store, get some paint. We're looking clean. We got that swag. And he's chomping some goldfish. Let's do this thing. All right, so I just dropped Autumn off at school. It's about 8:15. Day one of this mural. First things first, I gotta get some coffee, and then I'm on the road, man. And we're gonna get rolling on this thing. That's
Have
me.
a good one.
Thank you, you too. So, I've just arrived at the house. It's in Meredith, New Hampshire. It's an absolutely beautiful lake house on Lake Winnipesaukee. Just met Erica here. Erica is who hooked me up with this gig. So, let's check this out. This is my wall. It's a beast. It's about 10 feet tall, 20 feet long. My goal for today is get the image projected onto the wall, traced on the wall, and hopefully roll out all of my base colors. I think the plan for this room right here is to convert it to a gym, I believe. Right off of this gym is a sweet little room. We got some, you know, some games and this little table. I'm kind of setting up shop right here. First things first though, I gotta get this outline drawing that I did onto a projector that I'm about to set up. Not off to a great start. I don't know if it's the projector or the flash drive thing, but I put the images on the flash drive, no problem. Then I plug the flash drive into the projector and the photo doesn't even show up. It says there's no USB connected. I don't know what's going on. There's a Walmart about 22 minutes away. If I can't project this thing, it's gonna really slow me down. So it's almost worth the extra hour it's gonna take me before having to go to instantly to plan B, which is a doodle grid, which I've never done, and makes me a little bit nervous. So I am going to sacrifice this hour, hopefully find a solution, and get this show on the road. Oh, perfect. I think that's gonna work. Leaving Walmart now. Took a little longer than expected, but I got a bunch of the essentials. That'll come in handy. I ended up getting an adapter to an HDMI, so it's a different port into the projector. Oh God, I hope this works. Back in business, baby. I mean, I couldn't get the projector far enough away from the wall to get the image to like the right scale. So I had to cut my line art up into thirds and like flip the projector on its side and kind of piece it together on the wall. And this was a little tedious, but in the long run is more precise and still saved me time. Getting the line art on the wall is always one of the biggest milestones for a mural. It's usually one of the most stressful parts for me personally. And now that my line art was just about done, the fun part begins. I'm like right at the end of outlining, and all of a sudden my projector goes out, computer goes out, everything goes out. I try the lights, nothing's working, none of the outlets are working, so I don't know, man. I can't seem to figure it out. The generator is like rocking and rolling. They got that generator, you can hear it. You know, it's about 6:30 now, I'd say. I've run an extension cord to one of the other rooms. I'm using my studio light, bouncing it off of like the ceiling, which is putting some light onto the wall so I can try to get some paint on here.
Tape on the wall, tape on the wall, tape. Tape on the wall, tape on the wall, tape. Tape it on the wall. Tape, tape, tape it. Tape it on the wall.
I personally only had 5 days to complete this mural, but I still had time on my side. See, I never mentioned the additional perk that came with this gig. Luckily, the clients for this project were super cool, and they offered to let me crash in their guest house just upstairs while I was here working, which saved me a bunch of time and made this thing start to seem really possible. My plan was essentially just to paint until I drop, every day. You know, no time spent cleaning up and commuting between days, no specific hours to work around, you know, just wake up, paint, sleep, repeat, you know? It's midnight, and I'm gonna cash it in on day one. I'm gonna call today a win, even though I didn't get as far as I wanted. And yeah, catch y'all in the morning. Dunks. Used to love dunks, man, but they have gone downhill lately, huh? I'm back at the house. I'm gonna eat some food and try to figure out where I'm picking up next on this mural. Man, I had a rough time getting started on this day. I was having conflicting thoughts about what the next step should be. You know, I wanted to start getting some color on the foreground elements, but I also felt like the better approach would be to finish the background before moving on to any of the foreground, like an order of operations, you know? So I knew the first step had to be the background. And when I really came to terms with this, it was kind of hard to get motivated because, to be honest, although I know how to paint a landscape, they are not my favorite thing to paint, you know? They involve layer after layer of color building. You need to know how to trick the eyes with depth, and to do that, you have to have a good understanding of color science, and it requires small, individual, repetitive brushstrokes, and it can be a very long, repetitive process. And if you don't apply patience while painting a landscape, it can easily end up looking cheesy or fake. And let's be real, the whole premise of this mural was the lake. You know, nature, life revolving around the lake. I had to get the lake scene right. So I ended up dedicating this entire day to completing the background. Oh my God. Wow. I'm tired. Just cooked myself a nice frozen bruschetta Hawaiian pizza. Nobody else ever loves Hawaiian pizza. So I'm like, wait, this piece doesn't have any pineapple on it. Finally, the day had come to start getting into some of the more interesting foreground elements. I woke up inspired today with an ambitious goal to complete both the Weirs Beach sign and the dock before bed. For the dock, I did like a light brown, semi-transparent wash for the base, and then I had to project my drawing back on the wall because I never finished outlining the deck boards when the power had gone out. But this was a critical step to me, both to get the correct perspective on the dock, but also to use as a guide for the direction of my brush strokes while doing the details. I would essentially brush in the direction of the grain of the wood whenever possible to give the boards a semi-realistic wooden look. When designing this mural, I wanted to have the classic Adirondack style chairs in it, you know? I felt like wooden Adirondacks would complete the nice organic and nostalgic look to this dock. And it was at the same time that I realized how the warmer colors that I had been adding to this painting throughout the day were really making this thing pop. That I also recalled a giant red Adirondack that I passed on my trip to Walmart on day one. And I kind of used that for inspiration, I guess. But I didn't want to paint it like a flaming red, so I kind of went with more of like the dark red cedar tone with some harsh outdoor lighting, you know? Creating dramatic shadows and edges. Oh, it's 1 in the morning, and I don't even know if I'm ready to call it quits yet. I don't know. This is looking pretty sick. Weirs Beach sign coming along. I really want to start on the bulbs and the shading of this arrow a little bit more. It's gonna really pull it out. I'm really happy with how the dock came out. Like, really happy. It's like you can just sit there and stare off into the mountains with a nice bass. Do I want to keep painting? Do I want to call it quits and get up early? Get a jump start. Maybe that's what I'll do. Oh my God, my back hurts. Everything hurts. I haven't eaten much. I feel like I've lost a little weight. It's like I'm on Survivor right now. I'm going to bed. Needs to be a lot darker. Now we're getting there. Oh. Oh, hey there. Just getting ready to paint this loom. Ooh, yeah. Almond brittle is the color. I'm just gonna add a little touch of water, thin this out a little bit, and it's gonna be kind of like a wash, a toner, so to speak, so that the whole loom is going to be toned. A kind of a warmer, almondy, brittle color. It's gonna look warm, it's gonna look alive. I'll still be able to see my line work because I added a little bit of water to this. I only have eyes for you. It's cold. I'm so tired and sore. Oh, it's the last day. I gotta hustle. Just grabbed myself an iced coffee. It's 8:30. I'm beat. I'm gross. Oh, that sun's very bright. And I gotta get this thing done. These spray foam guys just showed up and they're like, yo, you gotta get all your stuff out of upstairs. I'm like, okay. Then they're like, there's not supposed to be anybody in this building when we're spray foaming. Starting in about an hour. Can't make this up, man. So I never traced out an image for like a splash. So what I did here was I took a picture of my painting on the wall, created a layer, matched the colors to my paint that I'm using, and drew that little thing in. And I think I'm pretty happy with that. I think I'm gonna try to mimic that on the wall now. That's my alarm. 1:45. I gotta be at the daycare by 4. So I gotta sign this thing and clean it up. Call it good. Sorry, I'm a little tired. I just finished cleaning up. Just signed this baby, and I'm done, man. I'm beat. But is everybody ready to see those sexy reveal shots? Let it roll. Did it! It's done. 5 days. Probably one of the most grueling battles I've ever put myself through. I'm not gonna lie, I've never painted that much consecutively in my entire life. Yeah, so I'm happy with it, man. Look at this thing. It's sick. I love it. Jenny, I hope you love it too. I hope everybody watching loves it. And man, I'm hoping I get to do some more murals. If you like this, let me know. I'm thinking, I don't know, this is like something I was born for, man. I've been doing art for my whole life. I don't know, maybe the YouTube channel is about to take a different direction here. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you to Erica. Thank you to my wife. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Man, it's just been awesome.